Loading. Hey, what's good? How's it going? Thought you'd be out tonight. Hey, Pugface. So I'm in Moscow, Russia. Idaho. So I'm wearing my shirt. Letta County Sheriff has already looked at me several times before I put on the shirt, just because I'm holding a camera. This is what sunsets look like in this little town. Hey, how's it going, Noli? Nice to see you. So I actually pointed the camera and started filming one of the city cops here, and then pointed at my shirt, and he started laughing. So that's the reaction I got so far. So I don't know if it was a positive or negative laugh, but so. Hey, Don. Yeah, so there's a bill here in Idaho. Well, they're trying to collect signatures. It's to get medical marijuana on the ballot. They're only trying for medical marijuana because the people in office are so stringently against marijuana. They still feel it's the gateway drug, and they're behind, like at least a decade behind as far as policy goes. So nothing's really going on here. It's really, really chill town, much like Walla Walla. Minus, I haven't heard any sirens or seen any cops rushing to get somewhere. So it's Moscow is pretty much on the border of central Idaho. It's a smaller town directly next to Pullman, Washington. It houses the University of Idaho, and then obviously Pullman is Washington State University. So I can't find the sheriff's station, but I assume they're at the jail, because that's the only location that pops up for them. Here's the Moscow Police Department. It's downtown off of Main. Where are the cross streets here? I don't even know the cross streets. I forgot to research it. So hey, B squared. Nice to see ya. So all the police are starting to look the same. They all either have the dark blue cruisers, or they have the black and white. So, and then I'm doing a little bit of both. It was supposed to be a chill night for me, but it's really hard for me to just chill. So this is their lobby. They're closed. So interesting. We are in a constitutional carry state. Obviously, if you have a concealed permit here in Idaho, you have more privileges. They accept most other states' concealed permits, whereas Washington State's only accepted by a few different states scattered around. So that's the small PD. There's a federal building too here. So yep. I was trolling people on Facebook. I tagged Moscow, Russia instead. Because I'm like that. So there's really not a whole lot here. There's a post office over here. So I'm gonna cross the street. Yeah, it's very hard for me to just chill out. City Hall is over here. Thank you, Noli. Thank you, Bob. Hopefully I'll be able to stop in when I come through that side. I'll be near Flag for a couple days probably. So this must be the main, if not the only postal facility here in Moscow. So yeah, and then towards Seattle stays lighter later, but it also gets dark super early during the winter. So during the winter up in Seattle, it'll get dark like around 4 p.m., 4:30, and then it'll stay light till almost, sometimes like it'll look light around 11, but sunset's usually like around 9, so. Nice one, Cher. Hope you guys are doing good down there. Hopefully it's not too hot. So we have the post office here. They just parked them all out on the street. So I kind of like Idaho. Everyone's really chill. Yeah, I've been confronted before about recording. Obviously I've been arrested here. Those are federal police and the Veterans Administration. We all know they have issues. The cops here aren't so much the issue as the people that are hiring them. The judges, prosecutor. There lies the problem in most areas. So, oh, that's weird, but it makes sense. So let's see, what do we got here? So we got the United States Postal Service. We got the Moscow Daily News. I'm kind of afraid. I wonder if they're a state-ran news organization. You got the Gritman Medical Center so that they can plant RFID chips in you. And then you got the Idaho Department of Agriculture, one of their offices. Idaho Species Conservation. And then you got licensed massage therapist. Government employees need to spend your money on massages. Then they have their own private attorney for when they get in trouble, like DUIs and whatever else. Another Law Office, and you have the LATA, I think that's how you pronounce it, County Soil and Water Conservation. Then you have Home Mortgage Service, Alta Science and Engineering, Family Home Care. Wonder if they're contracted with CPS. And then you have Karen Cox Counseling. That's a mouthful. So here's the federal building. Yep. With happy endings. Hold up, I think there's a state patrol office down here. I remember coming in and getting followed by the state patrol. So I think I'm in their database, another state's database. So I know Washington State Patrol loves me. Same with the Arizona Department of Public Safety, supposedly. Thank you, Noli. Here's a Masonic symbol. Yeah, people in a lot of states probably love me. Not in a we're gonna kidnap you and economically rape you kind of way. So I don't know, like Boise, I did the audit there, they passed with flying colors. I had a little bit of a malfunction with my camera, but I'll post that video soon. I have the full police policy 2013 I found on my own, but they actually emailed me the current policy. So Boise PD, they're really good. Ada County needs some work, obviously. I noticed that they use a lot of these lights that sense motion so that they're conserving energy. So that in these smaller towns, noticed it in eastern Washington and some of the areas like when I was walking around Richland, they were using it. So, but yeah, I noticed that they're using these motion sensor lights so that they're not in a bunch of energy. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I have a bunch of policies from all different places now. And I'm gonna be getting some more. So basically, we'll have a database eventually of all the different police policies. So instead of well, I encourage people to still ask their cities and towns for public records. Otherwise, they'll feel like, oh, we don't have to do this. No one's asking us for it. Yeah, I like to save resources though. And everything's going digital, but you have to think about it. Not everyone owns a computer. So. Yeah, so I noticed with Idaho that the regular people, so the people on the west side of Idaho will go to, in the north side, they'll go to Washington for their marijuana. And then the south side, they'll go to Oregon for their marijuana. So, and it sounds like Utah might make it recreational as well before Idaho, because the Mormons love money. So, yeah, the clouds are really cool here. So, I love these little, they have a lot of these like co-op stores and natural food stores. So, for being a small town doesn't mean that there's nothing here. Idaho has some of my favorite towns, but it's like there's still not enough work quite yet. So, hey, what's up? How's it going, Real Jingy? And Ive? Idaho is pretty cheap. As far as marijuana goes, I would go to Oregon. Oregon's cheaper than Washington. And it sounds like, I don't know. They're about even on quality. I hear good things about both right now. But everyone in Washington's concerned because the state wants to take over the whole program, and the grow, the state Department of Agriculture wants to take over the grow. So it could change. Obviously, it would be a Monsanto kind of grow if the state were to take over. They'd probably lace it with other drugs. So I'm in giant opposition of the state of Washington taking them. I wouldn't say legal. I guess it's legal marijuana. So yeah, be careful, Noli. I would watch your Senate and House, the state Senate and House, because it's come up a couple times. Obviously, nothing's been. It's all been talk so far. Okay. Hey, Ozarks. How's everyone doing tonight, anyways? Yeah, I'm for decriminalization, not legalization. Because decriminalization means that people are free to either like grow their own or do whatever they want. They can go to like a shop, start a business. So, but as far as breaking the ice to get there, I'm okay with medical. So, yeah, it's a quiet community. I like it. It's definitely a nice break from loud and obnoxious Scottsdale or Tempe, Arizona. So, yeah, at this point, I'd rather have medical only instead of recreational marijuana, just because of all. Well, at least in Washington, with all the crazy taxation and controls. So. But that's just my thought. Colorado did it right, and then I think Oregon's is pretty decent. Yeah, I don't smoke marijuana either, but I believe in the freedom that people should be able to have as to what they want to put in their bodies. I'll eat edibles every now and then for pain, and I have a nervous system disorder, but other than that, well, I can't even smoke tobacco nor marijuana because of a medical condition. So yeah, it's calm. I've seen two different cops driving around, just making circles. It looks like they parked back at the station. Um, so it's really chill here. Like, there's a good mix of young and old people. So, or politically correct, maybe I should say, well-aged, because if I really wanted to be politically correct, but you all know me. So, oh yeah, and that's another thing. People, cities and towns are now gaining business of legislating vape shops, telling them where they can and cannot be, and then what they can and can't sell. A lot of places are banning vaping in public parks or even on public sidewalks. So that's a big problem right now too. So yeah. Well, look at when our country was founded and how big of a reliance we had on hemp fiber. Almost everything, even into the Cold War, right before the Cold War, we were still making like parachutes and stuff out of hemp fiber. So, hey, grab some mods. Hey, transparency. I'm interested. Email me. So I'm probably gonna go anyways to cryptocurrency festival. Well, it's based on the media. This is a nice building. So it's based on the media and cryptocurrency. So basically, the whole thing is, that's lovely. So it's like a wine bar and restaurant. This town is super, super beautiful. So, yeah, it's in Vegas the weekend of the 19th of July to the 21st. There will be Lou from We Are Change, as well as some other people from the media, as well as some cryptocurrency. I believe the guy who created Bitcoin will be there. It's called Anarcho Vegas. I'm trying to go as media. I'll post it at the end later on the stream if you all are interested, and we'll be in Vegas. I think it's kind of cool. And then they will be doing a class on I believe it's Bitcoin investing. Don't take my word, but and then they'll have a couple different classes. So yeah, you gotta get your rest. Like sometimes I try to fake that I don't ever need to sleep, but even I know. And of course, Idaho. So I haven't really been through this town either. I'm a tourist here. I haven't really explored this town either. The clouds look crazy here. Other than lightning storms, there's not really too crazy weather. It snows like mad during the winter though, in certain parts. Hold up. What's that sound? Hey, this is Idaho. So, yeah, and I believe I'm walking south. The college is to my left, which is, or sorry, to my right, I believe. No, it's to my left, which is east. Or, sorry, the college is to my left, and then the other college, I don't know. I have to look at the map again. Okay. I'll try to sometime. I can't on this trip. If I didn't have to be in Scottsdale in August, and then I have that conference in Vegas, otherwise I'd probably swing that way. Smells so fresh out here. Like Washington used to smell really good. Like Western Washington, now it smells like pollution and Canadian tree smoke. So South Park was right. Blame Canada. Blame them for their tree fires. But blame China more. So I'm gonna go stand by the police station for a little bit and see what happens. I don't see any cops. So it's pretty chill down here. It looks like that's the hospital. So this is our hospital. Wonder if I'm gonna get a HIPAA status. Looks like there's a cop saying up here too, waiting for HIPAA violators. I think that's a cop. That or it's their security for the hospital. But that's their really small hospital. So hold up. Let me read these real. Yeah. Yeah, China's pretty nasty, but we also buy crap from them still, so. I know Trump was trying to say that he was going to turn us back to America owned and America made, but those were just marketing promises. So. So it doesn't look like anything's going on here. Wonder, is this a cop or is it a security guard? Yeah, there's a cop over here or there's security. Could be either. Because the sheriff drives a pickup truck. It almost looks like completely unmarked. It's gray with dark gray writing. And it kind of blends in. And all I've seen are pickup trucks so far, so. It's peaceful out here. Yeah, even the biggest city, Boise. No, that's not a cop car. So the biggest city, Boise, even smells pretty good. So. Yeah, but they don't make potatoes. Well, they don't grow potatoes as much as Washington does now. Like Eastern Washington took a lot of their grow operations, and they also have a lot of their manufacturing. So they're processing. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it's summer, so I don't think. I think that's why it's kind of chill tonight. So. Well, it is pretty quiet. So, if the cops show up, I'm going to start whispering so I don't get a disorderly conduct. I think I'm going to try this in Arizona too. When they're trying to trespass me, saying that I'm creating a disturbance. Maybe I'm on to something new. Yep. Almost. Still kind of late. I bet if Noli were to go live or film right now, it'd be probably a lot brighter than it is here. So, yep. So, yeah, I'm still in Pacific time, I believe. I don't think we've changed over. I don't think I've hit the line yet. So, I think tomorrow when I'm like dead center in the middle of the state. If I remember correctly, Lewiston. So, Yeah, I think it'd be a good audit to go back and forth between Pullman and here during the middle of school. Like on a weekend. So, because it's only like a 15-minute drive from downtown to downtown. There's the fire station downtown. So the downtown fire station. Oh, we have something. It was kind of hauling. Maybe I got the cops called on me. I'm gonna walk by. Maybe they're gonna try to HIPAA violate me. Which would be perfect. uh, city City Hall is closed right now. Otherwise, I would ask the mayor, city council to do so. So I don't know where this cop went. I still really don't know this area, so. I was hoping I'd catch some action. I don't drink like I used to, so that's pretty much all there is to do here in like the downtown area. There's some really cool like coffee pubs that are open like pretty late. So it's like in between a coffee shop and a pub. One of them's attached to a pizza parlor, which is kind of cool. Here in Idaho, they have growler taps for microbrews at Walmart. I guess Idaho's the only place. At least a year ago, Idaho's the only place that has them. So, good question. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should get potato bread donuts because we're in Idaho. So I'm gonna go back to the Popo station. Then if I see one of them, I'll ask them what their favorite type of donut is. And I'll let them read my shirt. At least Pullman lets you get stoned before they beat you. I know it's a bad joke. Yeah, so about a couple years ago, there was a party, and the Pullman, Washington Police Department got called out um, to like break up the public disturbance. They ended up pulling out a taser and beating the crap out of a former football player. And I've heard go on to Google Maps and look up Pullman, Washington police station, and that will give you some of their reviews. And it's kind of interesting rereading them. They ended up passing the audit, but it looks like half the department wasn't there. So, like I said, this might be a great cop watch to do both towns and have a few auditors to kind of go back and forth between. So if any of the Spokane or North Idaho guy sees this, I'd be interested in doing it later on. Like when the school year starts, before it gets super cold and miserable. So it's like, are they honking for me? Yeah, that's why I stay in Arizona, Noli. At least during the quote-unquote winter. I laugh when people in Arizona say that they're cold, like in Phoenix. Flagstaff, you have a reason because it can be -5 every now and then. But in Phoenix, you should never say you're cold. Otherwise, people like myself, people from other areas, especially like people from the Midwest, will look at you funny. So a cop that appeared to do something good. Co-op? A coup? I don't know. Detective Jekyll. That's hilarious. Detective Jekyll. I like that. So, hold up. I got like a message. I'm not even paying attention, so. Hold up. Yeah, I might be meeting someone down here. Yeah. Seattle rain during the middle of winter is crazy. I might have to go. I might be meeting casual meetup with, well, not that kind of casual meetup, but like someone that I know is down here, And it's weird because this has happened to another uh, friend of mine and myself in Salt Lake when I was there. Maybe. And that's not public record. Okay, I need to figure out their favorite donut if they even come home. Hold up. Oops, I'm calling. Hold up. I'm gonna set you down. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I didn't mean to call you. Hold up. Yeah, I was trying to text you while I'm on live stream. So hold up. You still there? So what's up? How are you? Okay. Um. Yeah. Hit me up later. I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna stay the night and then head to probably go tomorrow night and back to Boise. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What time does that start? Okay. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You have a good night. Bye. Make sure it's off. Hello? Okay, hold up. That was bad. First time I've ever accidentally called someone while trying to text them. So that's the supervisor. It was actually the supervisor that laughed at my shirt. That's cool. Hold up. Mike. Yeah, I know. So, I know some cops watch my channel, and that's completely fine. Because I kind of expect it. So, 8's also a supervisor. So, a couple of the supervisors were looking at me earlier, so. And then, so I don't know if they have more supervisor vehicles or what. So. Yeah, there's a guy that's thinking about becoming a cop, and I had him come to my channel because before I did, I kind of talked to him for a bit, and it seemed like he had the right reasons.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's good?
What's this about?
Just public filming. So, yeah.
Are you talking to yourself?
Live.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, it's all good. Have a good night, bro. So, I was like, is this a cop? Then I realized, oh, it's not. So. People think I'm talking to myself. It's like when Bluetooth first came out, that was hilarious. That was the best, like watching people walk down the street just talking. And you'd think that they were like talking to themselves. So I can kind of get that feeling, and this isn't usual behavior in Idaho. I don't think people randomly recording, at least in the smaller areas. So I should probably go socialize or something. Get drunk with one of the cops or something. I assume that's what happens in the cold, dead winter. So don't do it. I know better. I know better than to get drunk with the cops. I don't want to get raped tonight. Hold up. B squared. Oh, yeah, Detective Jekyll. I love it. So people are like looking at me weird. You get it disorderly for laughing in public. No. Hold up, I'm reading these. Oh, you guys heard that? Shoot. Well, it's like the well-aged women typically like me, but yeah, did I hear what I think I heard? Someone yelling, so she's driving down the road yelling at me about taking pictures. What century am I in? Okay, I'm gonna wait here, because she might call the cops on me. I remember what happened last time a woman was saying that. So, Main Street and 3rd Street. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna stand here. Soul stealing. No, I'm not. So, there's some music. Okay. That's actually normal in Idaho. Squilling tires. I don't even think the cops come anymore when people squill tires. That's just the Idaho thing to do. So, red alert. Oh, that's hilarious. B squared. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are adding the party up a notch here in Moscow. I think I'm gonna end it though and go back to Washington for their legal substances. Then I'll have to smuggle a potato into Idaho with some of that herb butter. So my next plate, I'm gonna get one of the Idaho potato plates. I love that plate. It makes people hungry too. It's hilarious. So it looks like more people are coming out, so. But still really quiet. Like you could literally take a nap out here. There's a band about to play. Oh, this is one of the coffee pubs. There's like 3 of them, I think, around here. So it's very, very popular to have like a coffee house pub. And parking always in the rear. Oh, sorry. So. Wait, does that say what I think it says? It said oh, I thought it said DUI. Thrift store. I was gonna say, what? Do the cops like steal people's clothes and belongings and then resell it? Maybe I'm giving them bad ideas. Okay. This is the loudest hootering and hollering. Banjo picking on the winter's when they friends and they say you're gone. And I've been finding ways out of some of the way we walk. Don't try to walk away, don't give me darkness. Take the light away, don't give me darkness. It's all okay, there's nothing but good times. Well, never gone away, must have seen. All colors in the sky, nothing's guaranteed. Yeah, I know. Might smoke and shut it while we sing. Sing, smoke and go, no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I was dancing with like this older woman at my friend's wedding. It was kind of funny. She was the pianist. I think she's like one of the owner's wives or something. I just thought it was weird because it was a married woman. But the well-aged women tend to chase me anyway, so. Yeah, there's like nothing going on here. I might go eat some herbs and go to sleep. No, I don't like married women. Huh? Well, like older than me, I guess. I'm 32. So, yeah, cougars, lions, and bears. Oh my.
It's not as like full bodied and like
Yeah.
deep flavor. Like it's a lot
Uh,
sweeter like aromas to it.
real jiggy. I'm a baby. Now I'm freaked out. Yeah, lately I've been like kind of into women between like 19 and 24 maybe. But I'm not really like out dating. I got too much to do. So, like I don't have time for that. Girls. Midlife crisis age. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this. Not on here. It's all politics. I'd rather talk about buttering potatoes. Yeah. Well, yeah, I love you all too. I've met some really awesome people in the auditor community. So, like, yeah, there's some feuds going on and all this other stuff, but like even some people that were not like really good like contact with each other, it's like a mutual respect. So as long as it's like a mutual respect for each other, like you don't have to be buddy buddy with each other. So nah, I'm thinking like late 30s, like 40-year-old. Well, last night, 50 some, I think she might have been 60, was trying to seduce me by pouring me large glasses of wine to taste. So I think she was trying to do something. So I'm not gonna say who. Get it? No. Knock the dust off of it. Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. So you're vaping a potato right now. Huh. What kind of seasonings did you use? Did you use any baking powder on there? So this is where I saw the sheriff. Let's go try to find the sheriff. Maybe they'll get like freaked out that I'm recording them. So this is the water department, which is kind of odd. Yeah, this town is dead. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I bet you could sled on the roof though. The only problem is getting to the top. Like when it snows and then you'd like sled into the tree or fence. Maybe that's dangerous thinking. But it's almost like a saddle roof. Almost. Not quite. So. Yeah, I'm gonna go to where the sheriff was. It almost seems like they don't really come into town that often. Like they have an agreement with the city cops that they won't patrol in the city, probably for revenue reasons. So that the city can get their cut of the revenue. Shoot, I'm missing all my chat. Thank you, Objective. Yeah, like I'm amazed at how chill it is because, well, I was thinking that because I went through some of the smaller towns last time I came back, or no, came up to Washington last year, and there were some like really redneck looking people, and I think I figured out where the Aryan Nation fled to. I forget what town that was too. It was off of 95. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I gotta mod you, B Squared. You want to be a mod if you're still here, hanging out? And you understand my policy, right? About the First Amendment? And I'm not going to say their names, but other people that you can say yay or nay. I don't really care. But don't block people that come on my streams or I figured I'd ask before I just randomly add people mod. Yeah, so the only thing is you can boot people for being like kick them for being annoying. Like if the group starts going after them, kick them. If they start getting violent, then obviously making threats towards people in the chat or towards cops is an auto ban for me. Other than that, everything else goes. Like, I believe in the First Amendment. Could even be someone that doesn't like what I do. As long as they're respectful about it, that's all I care. So I'm gonna add you now. Hold up. Rookie Cup. No, not Coeur d'Alene. Moscow. So Moscow and Pullman is what I was talking about. There's a decent amount of places open though for a small town at night. I'll give them that much. Cause when I was in Everett, everything closed at like frickin' 8 o'clock at night. And then you wonder why everyone's using meth and doing all this weird stuff. So, yeah. Like those coffee pubs are open till like 11, I think on the weekend, which is now, I think they're open till like 1 in the morning, some of them. And then this place, there's a lot of breweries. There's like 2 breweries down this road. And then there's a lot of different stuff still open. There's a brewery back here. There's a lot of breweries here. So, most of them sell food. I think they all sell food. So, yeah, I forgot what town it was, but it was on 95 south of Lewiston, north of like Eagle, like in the mountains, mountain area around there. So I forget what town it was. I'm pretty sure it was 95 that I went up, because that was after I got a ticket in Oregon and almost got a felony for having my gun in my glove box but not locked. So he told me that just having the gun, even though the magazine was out of the well, is a felony in Oregon. So that you have to have the gun separate in a separate locking container, and then you have to pay the state. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the laws, and I don't really care to learn Oregon laws. They should have to follow the Constitution. Should be one law for, ooh, what is that? I think it was a cop car, maybe. No? Here I'm hoping for something crazy to happen just for some footage. So, yeah, so for stuff that's constitutionally protected, obviously the right to travel is constitutionally protected. So anything that's constitutionally protected, the state shouldn't have, the state shouldn't make laws that restrict. That's why in Washington State, I respect all the sheriffs. They're going against what is it, 639? And they will not enforce these gun restrictions, so. So there's a dare going on at Dutch Brothers. So I wonder if they got a license for that dare. Yeah, I'll add you as a mod, B squared. Like when I can, it won't let me here. So I think I have to go to my laptop and add you because it's being weird. I think it went through an app update and didn't like do it correct. Okay, I found it. Bam. There you go. You should be a mod now. I hate when it does weird stuff like that. Yeah. So I know people ask for a wrench, but my policy is only if I've met you, talked to you, and you understand my wishes as far as respecting the First Amendment. So this place is really cool too. They have a lot of like health food stores, and it's not like crazy expensive like some of the cities. This is like part regular and the other half. So it's actually like a regular grocery store on one side, and the other side has like a natural food store. So it's like two stores in one. It's kind of cool. This is the only one that I've seen like this here in Moscow. So, yeah, it's not crazy steep prices like Whole Foods. Obviously, there's no state sales tax here in Idaho, and the city's Boise sales tax is really low. Like I think it's like 4, 5, 6% for the city sales tax. So there's very, very low taxation here. Obviously, there's people that want to raise it, and it's probably higher than it used to be. So. Yeah, so going back to what we were talking about, I went to Lust because I'm a Christian, and like my whole thought process is every day to be more like Jesus. And yeah, we all sin, and I don't want my channel to be necessarily about that, but that's just my personal belief. So yeah, gang stalking. I've been doing a lot of research on it lately, and like demonic possession kind of stuff. Some of it I'm like, but if you dive into scripture, a lot of like like Revelations talks about this kind of stuff towards the end days, even though I don't think we're in the end days. Not yet. We're getting closer, but I don't think there's a way to really tell. It'll just happen whenever. So yeah, Yeshua. Yeah, Yeshua is a Hebrew name for Jesus. So, and in Islam and Judaism, I know Islam definitely Yeshua is seen more like a prophet. I think Judea is close to the same. They don't see him as God. But I don't want my channel to be too much into that, so I never just like hang out with you guys. I'm always on the like run looking for cops or like doing something crazy. I could be working on a website, I could be doing some other stuff, but I've been working a lot, so I need to like make myself take a break. And so this weekend I kind of dedicated to do that, so I'm gonna try to go camping somewhere. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I like hanging out with you all too. So you might think that everyone thinks different things. So yeah. Yeah, I like Boise because I'm there enough anyway, so I go and like intermingle with people. But it's kind of like last night in Walla Walla, I was kind of hanging out with some of the townsfolk at one of the pubs. It was kind of cool. Then I figured out why the cops were doing what they were doing. I guess there's a lot of violent tweakers that come out of the prison that's right next by. It sounds like the people that should be in jail aren't in jail, and the people that are political prisoners get the most amount of time. Is pretty much what they confirmed to me last night. So I felt it was important to interview them without really interviewing, being more casual about it, because they live there, and so it's like I imagine they see things differently. But one of the people made me think like she was part of the system because she kept asking me if I was recording her, and she was being really suspicious like most government employees, so I was careful what I said. No, Yeshua or Jesus had way more than 12 followers. Yep. Exactly. Oh, my bad. I'm bad at reading and walking. That's not even a normal human thing. So I used to work at a medical center in Kirkland, Washington, and I remember like walking in to work, and I was gonna say something. I was gonna be nice, but I was like half awake. Usually I will tell people like to let them know that they're about to be in danger, but I didn't see anything like really crazy happening out of it. But there was a doctor and a nurse, and they were each texting on their phone separately. And so they were like walking towards each other and ran into each other. It was hilarious. So Hey, who's here? Huh. Someone wants to talk philosophy. That's really not my best subject. But I will on certain nights. I'm just tired tonight, so I don't really want to talk philosophy tonight. Um, Other nights I probably would, and it sucks because tonight I probably have the most amount of time to talk about it. But when you travel and you're not like in a set place for a while, and then you do like work, it kind of like makes you tired. So yeah, I don't know. Like I just try to create good content. Uh, like it's more about the activism to me than followers. Like if you notice, like lately I haven't been editing videos much and posting them. Maybe I should though. Better quality videos hold probably better presentation. So so it's like the activism is what I'm more interested in than getting rich or followers. But I appreciate all of you guys, and obviously my content needs to reach other people. So, and I like most of you. So yeah, exactly, exactly. We need as a community most of all. People that are gathered together. Not so much. So I'm a libertarian. I believe in the free market, and like I believe in individualism. Um, but it's like, in a way, it's like, yeah, like I am okay with people forming communes because they have choice, but I don't like communism or anything that deals with government in that way. So let's see. Yeah, yeah, get some sleep. And I'm probably gonna end this because what time is it? Yeah, it's probably about time for me to like go do the potato thing. So I'm gonna go back to a different state. I might just hop the state line all night. Just like go stand, like hop back and forth. If I go live later, it means that I'm making cops chase me across the state line. I should actually do that. That might actually be fun. Because I guess people come to Washington with. Someone at the bar told me, and I've heard this before in Washington, that it's harder for other states to go collect you if you're a felon in Washington. So it's actually a good state to go for some to basically stay free. I don't know how true that is, and I'm not going to give anyone advice. I'm not an attorney. Obviously, there's other types of corruption going on in Washington. I bet if they like you enough, they'll still prosecute you and find ways to do things. So I don't think for a political prisoner it would really work out, but for a regular criminal, if you're trying to flee, that's what I've heard. So yeah. So if I go live later, you'll know why I'm doing border hopping. So, but you all have a good night. Signing out, Phoenix Cop Watch. State. Washington State. They try to be a sanctuary state or city, which is good to some degree, but there's still corruption. But I'm going to sign out. You all have a good one.